Sagittarius. It's kind of dark. Huh? It's this guy on Instagram. He be mixing these up. And he be like, this is my order of the day. Yes. This is my order of the day. Okay. As you can see, I already had one. I just filled her right back up. Okay. Because this peach mango green tea one, this peach, it got me in a chokehold. Oh, I got it right, girl. Peach mango green tea. Got me right in the chokehold, honey. Absolutely, girl. Let me stir. Huh? On who? On me. I'm coming, y'all. It take a long time. It's all at the bottom. You on your, you the one. Ain't nobody. Hype me up. Hype me up. I just don't want to be drinking this and then get a whole mouth full of the stuff, the powder. Welcome. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How you doing? I have not checked our email yet regarding 920 45 hours with the babe, but I will be checking that email and responding and answering any and all questions. The email address is 5turns45@yahoo.com. Okay. She's 44 right now, but she's going to turn 45. And when I turn 45, Judge Fifi, I would love if all of my people would be there. Absolutely. Shout out to the chat. How y'all doing? Welcome, honey. So if you have any questions about 5 turns 45 or 45 hours with the babe that is happening on 9/20, September the 20th, feel free to email us, and over time we'll discuss it more. Okay. Tonight, listen, I'm not trying to get flagged. Hey, M-Town boy, Mama Cynthia, Bridget, Sarkonos, Barn Dog. Yes. Hey, y'all. Oh, it's sweet. Now, this has got to be like 2 cups of water, or at least a cup and a half. But I didn't need the whole pack. Anyway, listen, I'm not trying to get flagged tonight. Okay. Hey, Adore Me. Shout out to the members. Absolutely. Look at that green in the chat tonight. Hey, Sharice. Yes, girl. Let me put on my lookers. Okay. Let me put on my lookers. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Yes, Mama Cynthia, 45 and staying alive. Okay. Oh, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a member, Judge Fifi. Hey, Tweety. And thank you so much, California Girl, for gifting those 5 memberships last night. Listen, I'm not trying to get flagged. However, okay. However, and I don't know why my TV's still on. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not trying to get flagged. However, this needs to be talked about. Okay, this needs to be talked about. Listen, I don't know what these new people got going on, but I know what I got going on. Okay. Oh, cause tonight Rick Reed has spilled the tea. Now, I would love to review this video, okay? You support a mother who doesn't know who fathered her children, run around flagging fat, nasty. Circa 2011, I support who supports me, okay? Judge Fifi ain't never did nothing to me. Now, you want me to take on somebody else's fight while they not fighting? Oh, wait. Let me get this right. You want me, who don't even like Ness at all, to take up her fight against Judge Fifi, and Judge Fifi ain't never did nothing to me. All while Ness is in hiding, so I'm her itch. I work for her now. Do I work for Ness? Ooh. I don't think I work for her. Okay. Absolutely. The audacity. Hey, Lady Steph, kisses to you. You placed the name, not me. We not dumb over here. You don't want me to call it? No, we calls it out and get it on out the way. That's how we get down. Welcome. Okay. So you said, you wrote all that. I acknowledge it. And then your response is, what your crazy self say? You placed the name, not me. You should have. You wrote all that other ish. You should have said, I'm in here talking about Judge Fifi. 5'8". You should have, because that's how we do over here. We put names on things. Oof. Wait, listen. I don't know what you want from me, okay? I've been asking all week. Like I said, it could be me. So you calling yourself, oh God. Okay. You win circa 2011. Because you still stuck in 2011. So you win, okay? You win. We over in 2025 though. We ain't stuck in circa 2011. Anyway, girl, I had to review this live because it was just too much. When I tell you the tea that was spilled, okay, what it do, Dragons? Hey, youngest. What it do, Dr. Sophie and Lady Sparkle? When I tell y'all the tea that was spilled in this live, now listen, I will humbly ask Rick Reed to not take the live down while I'm reviewing it, okay? And I humbly ask you to let me review this live, okay? I come to you very humbly. I know we don't get along, okay? So I kind of expect you to flag me if I'm being real, okay? But I just hope that there's a 0.00005% that you won't. Now, if you do, you have done it before, okay? You have. Actually, it was playing on that TV. Rick Reed's video was playing on this TV and Rick Reed flagged me. Then I fought it and I won. Okay. So I like to do things. I like to go the humble route first. Hey, Vinny Van. And act like a lady. Okay. It's fun being a lady. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so easy too. We got it easy sometimes. Especially if you got a donk. Absolutely. Anyway, so I like to try the ladylike route first. And I pray that it all works out, okay? Because this needs to be blasted. This needs to be blasted, Rick Reed. This is why I'm doing this. This needs to be heard by the masses because this is some good ish. Absolutely. Now I'm deep into the video, so as soon as I click in, I'm gonna have to red ball back.
Cause I don't care. Cause
I'm all the way at the 1 hour and 29-minute mark. So y'all know, baby, I listen. I don't normally sit and listen to no whole live that long. It gotta be good. Hey, the Beef Sector Podcast. No, I didn't put no goals up because you know, y'all are the goal, okay? And thank y'all for helping me reach my goals when I do put them up. But no, girl, I was just so flabbergasted by this content, girl. I was thirsty to go live. Okay. Thank you, Dragons. Now let's get into this Rick Reed because it is some, and I gotta review it. Leave me alone.
He was out here talking about the men's is coming after you and all types of shit like that. But you need to fight back. That ain't how the old Beef Sector went and shit like that.
Oh, wait, let me go back. Okay. To give you some context. Sean Bradley acts as if he's not out here in these beef sector streets, okay? Sean Bradley has taken his channel down, okay? After his little empire against Five Babe fell apart, he took the whole doggone channel down, and now he's acting like he's on to bigger and better, you know, telling that same lie he always tells. This is just when he was out here, this is just a hobby lies. Thank you, Dr. Soapy. We put the goals for ya. Thank you so much for that. Hey, Ox City. So what it do, this heat? Shout out to this heat. So Sean Bradley claims this is a hobby. He doesn't care. He's on to bigger and better. He's traveling by plane and boat and a railway and on eagle's wings, baby. He's here, there, and everywhere. But what he failed to let me not get ahead of myself because they're going to talk about it in this video. But let me just say this right here. Where is Steve Sean? You mean to tell me not only that all that stuff happened with you and your crew, but you also lost your man? I said, baby, this is too much. Okay, this is too much. So Sean Bradley is still very much so pressed and bothered by the beef sector. He got his dry tail in here right now. Thank you, Barn Dog. Goes. Hey, NY. He got his burnt tail in here right now. So he's apparently still very much so pressed and bothered by the beef sector. So much so that he's over on a whole nother platform talking about the beef sector. And Rick Reed is going to tell us everything that had happened. These people tripped me out. He could have stayed here. That's just like Ness. That's who she gets it from. He must have told her, go on Patreon, Ness. Go on. Nobody's following limp lip to Patreon, Sean. Nobody's following Ness over there to Patreon. Shout out to this heat for helping us understand that Ness don't got that type of clout and don't got nothing to say so deep that folks want to see her over there. And she on here talking about, are we going to be able to have a panel on Patreon? Girl, anyway, so we get to hear the tea about what's on Sean Bradley's mind from Rick Reed, and baby, it's good. Hey, California girl, goes, now what? Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, they don't like that. Hello, Barbara. Hey, Barbara. It's Shirley. Hey, Barbara. Okay, we finna get into it. Let's talk about it. We ain't broke over here, goes. Thank you, Dr. Soapy. No, ain't none about it broke. And he trying to advise Ness to do what he did. Ness ain't put in no work at all. Ness didn't have a whole Gacy campaign. Okay, nobody really knows her for real. Nobody's following her over there. Who's she? Oh, we know who she running from. Okay, let's find out what Sean Bradley been saying. Hey, Arthur Sheila D.
Hey, y'all. Good morning.
Good morning.
Here I
am. Okay, I'm gonna speed through the music.
Hey. So this bitch, y'all know this bitch deleted his page. He's regretting deleting his page. What he had expected, y'all, what he had expected was he had expected to be missed. He had expected to be missed. He had expected that when he deleted his channel, everybody was going to be whining, where's Sean Bradley?
And it didn't happen. And it's still not happening. Hey, it's a Capricorn thing. M-Town boy, it didn't happen. Nobody's out here. And that's what he does. He likes to trend. He likes to pull stunts to trend. I appreciate this video so much because when I tell you it leaves no stone unturned. Yes, he did that. Sean Bradley got rid of his channel, but never left, hoping to trend. Thank you, Bridget. It never gave broke in the nation. It never gave that. It never gave that. It never gave that. And I have to be honest, I'm glad he's still lurking. Okay. Ooh. Oof.
We miss Sean Bradley. We want Sean Bradley back.
Nope. Didn't happen.
And nobody gives a fuck. Now, this fuck ass bitch with no motherfucking life, no friends but some old ladies that he had met online, No social life except Lipstick Alley. You know, he has been lurking, like I told y'all, and watching every motherfucking thing in the beef sector. This bitch has never left or never went no motherfucking where. And he ain't never going to leave. He don't got no motherfucking life. What's up, you, Lulu?
Thank you, Brenda. She said hashtag colors. Thank you so much, my love.
What's up, everybody?
Uh-huh.
This bitch ain't got no life. You know what I'm saying? So he's over there talking about everybody, like I said, you know, talking shit on everybody. Talking shit on Nika, yeah, I said all that before. Now this fuck ass bitch is over there talking. What's up, A? This fuck ass bitch has been over there talking some more. You know what I'm saying? He wants some attention.
Oh, so he been over there doing this. Oh, so what I'm doing right now, he's loving it because although he's too scared to come back to the sector because he looks silly. He wants to talk about the beef sector and everything going on in the beef sector on another platform, hoping that we find out and come on here and do what we're doing right now. And that's why I'm specifically not going to say what platform he on. This ain't that. Okay? This ain't that. You're on the dark web as far as I'm concerned. Okay? And child, I'll tell y'all about the dark web later. You on the dark web as far as I'm concerned. I wish I would shout you out.
And it's not about what he's talking about or who he's talking about. Like, he's obsessed with Lemon. He's obsessed. He knows everything that goes on. He's over there just, you know, questioning, like I said before, thinking that the reason why Lemon, he's real enthralled with it. He knows more shit about the beef sector than me.
How, Sway? Not this professional. Not the professional that's traveling all around the world. Sean Bradley is addicted to the beef sector, and I get it, but we're not on here lying about it. We're not on here acting like we don't like it. We're not on here acting like it's not a big deal sometimes to us. But let him tell it. He's so much better than this. But you mean to tell me you on a whole nother platform where no one knows you and you can't find nothing else to talk about? Like Rick Reed said, it's because you have no life. Why he don't never talk about his life, his professional life, or his real life, or anything else like that? He's enthralled with his pathetic self, and he's a liar and a fraud. And that's why him and Ness mesh so very well. They both wannabes.
Up in here and actively, I'll be actively up in here, and this bitch,
he sued his mama and Ness mama sued her. Are we tracking? This why they meshed so well. I said he sued his mama and Ness mama had to take her to court to get out of the house. They both got mommy issues. Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
Those all the motherfucking nooks and crannies. This bitch knows more motherfucking nooks and crannies than me.
Of course he does.
He's all enthralled with people's money, people's bags and stuff. Good morning, BS.
It's always been about the money for Sean. He thought by taking my channel, it was going to take my money. Let me tell you something. I'm so grateful of everything that happened to me. Because, baby, the glow and the shine that I got right now. How is it, y'all? How is it? I need somebody. You can't explain it, but I'll ask you any damn way. How is it that things that are meant to take you out, if you just stay the course, learn the lesson you need, but get back to it, how you be better than you were? See, Sean Bradley, you should have really took me down. You fucked up, okay? You really because you allowed me to still be alive. You should have did it. You should have really went all the way. Okay? You should have went all the way. Because see, now that I'm back, we're having 45 hours with the babe. That's what you don't want. I told y'all Sean Bradley was going to try to go missing when I have my cation. He don't want to be out here for that. Because to him, that's competition to what he does. It's never been competition to me. But for him, if I take her down, I could take down all of the support she gets, all of the vision that she has. This woman on here opening hair companies. This woman on here got a chat that loves and supports her. I want to take all that from her. And look at your dumb ass. Everything got taken from you, including your man. How does this work? And then I come back looking better. Feeling better. Talking better. Absolutely. Representing the nation better. And what didn't change is how you could get this work. That right there didn't change. Okay? Because see, I'm gonna tell you something. You went out of your way and went out of your way for a long time to destroy me. I mean, you was picking up ninjas on the way from Pizzario to Cookie to Ness to every chance you got, you was trying to find somebody to come for me. So I am gonna enjoy this moment of my table being prepared before your lurking, stalking, dry tail. Absolutely, I'm gonna enjoy it. And guess who's gonna sit and watch everything? You, because you don't have a life. You're gonna be right here to see it all. Eat it.
He's all enthralled with people's money, people's bags that they're making.
And that's why he took my channel, thought it was gonna stop my bag. And temporarily it did. It did. But then, you know, you look up and end up getting double. Like, yeah, it stopped me. Yes. Yes, for a moment. Temporarily, baby. Temporary. It was temporary that we was wearing them ponytails, them high ponytails, because we couldn't get our hair did. It was very temporary that the makeup wasn't quite right because the primer was a little, you know, cheap. You know what I'm saying? We was used to the $40 and the $50 primer because you can't paint none before you prime it. We was used to the $40 and the $50 primer, but then, you know, they took the channel. I had to drop down to the elf, the $10. $10 primer. So you had to adjust. Okay, we had to adjust to a few things. But baby, the adjustment period is over. Absolutely. Got through that and we're back. And we're back better. So you thought by taking my channel it was going to stop me indefinitely. Oh, but no, there was an expiration date on your attack. Your attack had an expiration date. You thought you ate that. But what you didn't see was today was going to come. A day like today would come. And you would be popped and I would be sitting on here laughing at you. You didn't see that coming, though, did you? Absolutely. And everything you took, I'm running it back 10 times better. You thought you ate that. No, you finna eat. You finna eat this. Absolutely.
People's bags that they're getting, this person's getting this, and y'all's fucking up the money in the sector type shit like that. You know, Ness, you know, the dude girl, the club chat dude girl and shit. Well, he's, you know, she's still the dude girl, but he's really not feeling the fact that she's copying him and copying his style. Now, he said he told y'all bitches before that.
Oh, wait, Sean Bradley got a problem with Ness? Do we see a pattern? Do we see a pattern? So now he has a problem with Ness so much to the degree he talking about her on a whole nother platform. But over here on YouTube, she's the best thing since sliced bread. But over there on that other platform, he dogging her out, talking about she trying to copy him. He's so delusional. He is not the only person to ever use Patreon. He is so freaking delusional. We're not going to talk about how Sean Bradley copied my whole background. When I first came on, well, not first, but maybe a year or two after being on, I used to sit over there and I had a gold like case thing behind me. Fast forward a couple of years later, who had that exact gold case behind them with trinkets in it like me? Bradley. So he got a lot of nerve to say anybody wants to be like him. See, let me say this, and I'm really trying to let Rick Reed talk, but you know, iron sharpens iron, okay? And it don't take a lot, okay? When you know how this stuff goes. Sean Bradley cannot take strong black women. This is why he can get with Ness. He cannot handle strong black women. This is why he couldn't take Suzie. Sean Bradley cannot handle strong black women. This is why he can't take Phi Babe. If you are a black woman and Sean Bradley is cool with you, you're probably weak. I said it. Because when it comes to a strong black woman, he can't take. He looked over there and saw what Suzie had going on and said, I want that. I want that. And then got popped. Absolutely. And like Rick Reed is saying, he sits and watches people money. Now let him tell it he's rich. and he got so much money that he can pay to fly all over the world, but that's even a lie. His job pays for that stuff. If he didn't work where he worked, he wouldn't go half of those places. And that's just the facts. Absolutely. So he sits, he can't handle strong black women because he, you know, again, he sued his own mama. He does not respect a strong black woman. He can't take it. Do you know how many times this man told me, please go away? No, Raggedy, you don't have to click on my channel. What do you mean go away? The very presence of a strong black woman in proximity to him irks him. Because truthfully, he wants to be that. But you can't even be a strong black man. Make it make sense. You was born a man and you weak. And now you over there talking about the do-girl, Ness, that he had propped up. Now all of a sudden he don't like her no more. She copying him? Really? But that's who you propped up. That's who you went and got though. Hey Jessica. Hey Sherry. Hey CEO, little boss lady. That's who you identified her, right? See, this is how we know you're not as smart as you think you are. You identify these people that you think could do stuff for you and to run your narratives for you. And then you find out they just as weak as you. I heard he behind the scenes giving uppity money. Just to have somebody out here looking stupid. That's how he does. Sitting up watching what people making and he obsessed with lemon and anybody doing good, he don't like them. Shall
about the Patreon, and he's been doing his thing since 2019, and y'all bitches are just catching up. That's why he never did memberships on his channel and stuff like that, because he said that, you know, YouTube takes about half your money, 45%, but he wants all the money. So what's up, Lady Nina? Good morning. It. So he's saying that
it's a service. He's so cheap. This how I know he ain't paying for no flight. You mean to tell me a man gonna pay thousands of dollars for flights over and over, but worried about YouTube taking $2 and $3 out of his money? Exactly. He was dumb for not having memberships. Don't act like everybody else dumb. Don't act like everybody else dumb because they taking advantage of the service that the platform offers. And he claims he a whole IT person. You a whole IT person, but don't get the advantage of IT. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But you want them to pay you on Patreon. So you need all your money then. That's all that is. Just say, I can't afford to split my money with YouTube. It pains me every time I see myself get a super chat and I know all of that ain't mine. That hurts me. Just like it pains you when you looked at your mama and realized she wasn't giving you all of her child support check and you sued her because it pains you. You's a cheap bastard. It pains you to watch your mama get a child support check and not give it to you. You know how many bills a mama got? You've been dumb. Sean Bradley been dumb his whole life. Since a teenager, he was just as stupid. He was just as stupid. When a parent got bills and ish in the household, how the hell can she afford to just get a child a whole check? What bills they gotta pay? What bills they gotta pay? But he sued his mama over it with his petty, broke down self. So he can't take a strong black woman.
You know, Patreon takes less money, and that's why he never did a membership over here and had Bet went over there. That Ness is just catching up and shit. He's calling Ness all types of stupid dummies and retards and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What's up? What's up, Pizarro?
He always thought she was stupid. Okay. Hey, family of 6. He always thought Ness was stupid. He didn't just start now. Okay, let's just be clear. But see, I don't respect him. Do you see how he got to go hide to do this? Why we call you scary. This why we say you run and hide. Because all the stuff Rick Reed is telling us he's saying over there on that other platform, he does not say this on this platform. That's weak. And you better be glad I don't cuss no more, because I could really use them tonight to really explain how I feel about how weak you are. Absolutely. Very weak. So I'm going to let Rick Reed do all the cussing for us tonight. He doing great. Thank you, Rick Reed. Cuss him. Okay? Absolutely. I needed a good cusser tonight. A good one. Thank you for becoming a member. Happy life. Hey, Lady Tia. Yeah, I needed a good cusser tonight. I knew who to go get. Y'all know who to go get when you need a good cusser. Okay, it's a few of them in the beef sector. Him, Deanna, Chow. Okay, this how we gonna have to run that. Oh, we gonna get the cussing out. Okay, we gonna get it out, because every time he say one, I'm with him. We walking in cadence with these cuss words tonight.
Yeah, see, y'all all reminded me of stuff as y'all come in. Like Pizarro, he was over there talking all kind. Well, him and his people. Him and his people was talking all types of shit about you, saying you're scary and you ain't gonna do shit to no motherfucking body. They don't know why you're out here talking all that shit, talking about.
Wait, hold on, are we tracking? Okay, so Ness is dumb and stupid, and Pizarro is scary. When did he start feeling like that? Hey, Leanne, when did Sean Bradley start feeling like that? Because see, we'll look around and from time to time, he'll drop down in Pizarro's chat like everything is cool. Like everything is cool. What it do, Ronnie Q? But come to find out, he on this other platform giving everybody that word. Okay, so we tracking. So he said Pizarro dumb. She's scary and what?
They don't get struck. You got people that's going to do something to somebody, but you're behind the scenes and you're too scared to even show yourself. And they're basically saying, ain't nobody scared of you. So they don't know why you're out here talking shit or whatever, acting like you're going to do something to somebody. You ain't going to do shit and everything like that.
Interesting.
Miss O-Star's in here because I thought that just reminded me. You saying hi to Miss O-Star reminded me of all the shit they was over there talking about.
Who?
The Miss O too.
What
the Miss O? They said you're out here getting fucked up and they ain't never jacked you anyway because you came out here talking about the men's after you, and you must not know the B sector, and you must not.
Oh, we on to another one. The Miss O, they talking about you too. Thank you, Mogi. You can't send the nation off. We don't run and bend or fold. Sure don't. Absolutely. We don't start it, but we'll sure finish it for y'all. With a smile on our face. Stomp you. Right on down. Absolutely. And I don't care how close I get to God. I pray he never takes that fight from me. Okay. I like my fighting spirit. Because you can lay down and get got. I ain't on that. If there's a chance, if there is any chance, baby, we gonna fight. I don't care. Win, lose, or draw. But you ain't finna run me nowhere. I ain't never been with that. Even when I was in abusive relationships, I was like the nutty abused lady. Because I would be bruised and still be like, what's wrong with you? Like, I still wasn't necessarily scared. Absolutely. Thank you, Carrie. I would still be like, you could get it. Okay. Are you okay? I'm saving your life because I ain't told my brothers on you. Like, I will still talk my mess. Absolutely. Anyway, so now he's talking about the Miss O, Sean Bradley, that we only at the 8-minute mark, and Rick Reed done named 4 people Sean Bradley over there talking about. But you don't hear him talk like this over here on YouTube. Why? Because he's scary. Why? Because he doesn't want the response. Why? He wants to act fake and play in these people's faces when he show up over here. Now, if Pizarro and the Miss O and Ness and them gonna continue to let him be fake with them, go right ahead. Thank you for being a member, Carrie. Go right ahead.
Part of the B sector, the Miss O, because you came out here and they said you was appalled, and that's how he knew you was a weak bitch, because you was out here talking about the men's is coming after you and all types of shit like that.
Oh.
But you need to fight back. That ain't how the old B sector went and shit like that. If somebody says something to you, you should be saying something back to them. And if somebody, if he cusses you the fuck out, you're supposed to call him a fag. Not run high and then running scared and shit, talking about the men's picking on you, and the men's is out here abusing you and shit like that. That's what he said about you. They went back over there. Well, really, it was mostly the club chat members this time, Lady Nika. That was over there on this live and shit, talking about they can't get with you because. Oh,
now he's talking about Lady Nika.
You copied off somebody named Much Love. I don't even know who the fuck that is. You might know who it is.
Child, that's somebody from a long time ago. Sean Bradley. Sean Bradley. Are you okay? Are you okay? We know you not, because you're real fake. You're real fake tonight. You get popped for being fake. You want to holler, everybody want to be like you. They doing call-ins because of me. They going to Patreon because of me. What you never could say, though, is they whooping ass because of me. They fighting back because of me. They not running because of me. They say what they need to say to the people they need to say it to their face because of me. Where is that at? You want to take credit for apps and technology that thousands of people use that you didn't even create, because you can't take credit for taking up for yourself. That's the best you got. They take call-ins because of me, but when BS was on here bopping you upside your head, having all type of challenges, aging you 20 years in 1 year, you was running. Why you can't never say they fight Suzie because of me? You call yourself helping Ness. You must have told Ness, be like me and run. You got a lot of nerve saying she trying to be like you, because if she is, she doing exactly what you did, which is run. I wouldn't want the credit for that. You raised her. You raised her. You propped up. Fix it, Ness. Y'all remember the fix it every other day. Fix it, Ness. It was fix it, Ness. Fix it. Baby, he was all over Ness. Fix it, Ness. What had happened? What happened? So she fixed it. She did what you did and ran. That was the fix. The fix was in. And now you on another platform dogging her out. So if she weak, you just established that you recognize that you're weak too, because she's doing exactly what you did.
Y'all might know who it is. But I guess there was a content creator named Much Love. One of them club chat members said you be copying off of Much Love. That's why they can't watch you.
So let me get this straight. Everybody is copying off of Sean Bradley. Am I getting that right? What it do, the truth? Hey, beautiful butterfly. Am I tracking that according to Club Fat, everybody is copying off them, except for acting like a member in the beef sector that actually beefs? We just want everything else they got, but they don't beef though, because they scary when it comes to that. That's where they draw the line. But if there's no beef involved, everything else we wanted from them. I can't never tell. Because all we see y'all do is go get other people to be y'all mouthpieces and to fight for y'all. And then when it's time for y'all to fight, y'all run. That's all. So who over here doing that? Hey, Onyx Blue. And he probably feels the way that Ness went to Vegas. Because, you know, he went to Vegas, so he think he owns Vegas. Girl, I had been to Vegas 3-4 times before I even got in the beef sector. But because Sean Bradley went to Vegas, Dovey, now anybody that goes to Vegas is trying to be like Sean Bradley. I just wonder how much the MGM Grand send them every month. How much them hotels send? How much they send what is the Bellagio? How much they send you since it's yours and you own Vegas?
They can't get into you Because as soon as they come on, you start begging. As soon as you come on your live, like as soon as you hit your live, you.
Thank you, Love Music. If everybody copying Sean, why everybody don't have a white tongue? Exactly. Exactly. And Sean, they got something for that. It's called a tongue scraper. It's called a tongue scraper. First, go to the nail shop and let them use that drill that they shave your nail down with. Let them scrape. First, you need a hard scrape all the way back, all the way to the tonsils. They can scrape your lung. Let them just scrape all the way to the lungs. And then regularly use a tongue scraper. Submit what comes out of your mouth to the doctor and let them test it. Now he over here. Who he talking about now, Rick Reed? Oh, he talking about Nika and how he said Nika be begging.
And get into you, because as soon as they come on, you start begging. As soon as you come on your live, like as soon as you hit your live, you instantly start begging and stuff like that. That's why they can't jack you and stuff like that. That's what they were saying about you. And they said, you copied your begging off somebody named Much Love and shit like that. You come straight on begging. As soon as you hit the button, you be begging and shit like that. Like I said, they have brought up lemon sponsors.
See,
listen.
Now they go from Nika be begging to now they want to talk about lemon sponsors. Sean is so mad about people getting money with his broke down self.
Wait, y'all. The title of the video, though, this is the real crazy part, y'all. The title of the live that he put up, y'all, is called "The Beef Sector Has Been Weak for a While Now." I ain't even get into all the motherfucking tea, but obviously the beef sector ain't been weak for y'all. Y'all bitches been behind the scenes acting like y'all was moving on to bigger and better things. Ain't that what he said, Lady Nika?
Thank you, Happy Life. Thank you so much.
He said they was moving on to bigger and better things. That's why he's taking his channel down, because he's making all types of moves and he's elevating in his life, and he don't have time for this beef sector shit, no.
Sean Bradley been saying that since Leah was 5. I said Sean Bradley been saying that since my child was 5 years old. That Club Fat is moving on to bigger and better. They've been saying it ever since I've been on here. And all we saw was somebody take him by the back of his shirt and drag him all through these YouTube streets. That's what we get. But they moving on. It's like a delusional uncle. Every time you see him, he finna buy some property. He been buying property. Oh, he been getting this settlement, or Ninja waiting on the baby. They been getting this settlements. The courthouse didn't shut down. They still talking about this settlements. Somebody else, and they delusional, and will have you sitting up waiting on it too. Okay, Sean Bradley been moving on to bigger and better since he been on here. We're not going.
But all his content behind the scenes is the beef sector.
Exactly.
How is the title? The beef sector has been weak for a while now. How has your title been? The beef sector has been weak for a while now. If all you have been talking about is the beef sector. Excuse me, we have
exactly California.
ABS, is that you?
And we're gonna listen to this because BS is coming up here, okay? And then she's gonna leave, but she's gonna come back. So stay with us. Hey, J. True.
Yes, good morning. Did you want to keep me in the back until you're ready for me?
Yeah. Let me get a couple more things out. All right.
All right.
So.
Did y'all see that? Rick Reed is 10 minutes into his video. Somebody hit the link and he said, hold on, let me get the rest of my commentary out. That's Old Beef Sector. Old Beef Sector didn't come live and play music, say 5 words and drop a link and have 8 people on there within the first 7 minutes of the live. We actually had commentary.
Yeah, That's what he been over there saying. So like I said, he was talking about Lemon. He brought Lemon up, and the Lemon a sponsor. So what he's saying is the reason why Lemon, what's up, Shar? He said the reason why Lemon, what's up, Storylines? He said the reason why Lemon doesn't have a sponsor anymore, y'all. Then he said that I'm about to get into that, He said the reason why Lemon don't have a sponsor and the sponsor had pulled out. I don't know how they know this information. I told you, maybe the sponsor somebody from Club Chat. But he said the reason why Lemon's sponsor had pulled out.
No. Ain't no, the sponsor is not from Club Chat, okay? Not if Sean Bradley got anything to do with it. Absolutely not. Okay? Absolutely not. Sean Bradley don't got no sponsors. Those people over there put Sean on their life insurance. No cap. This is not cap. This is not made up. Okay? Them women over there put Sean Bradley on their life insurance. Absolutely.
It's because people was behind the scenes, like Ness and all them. They was hating on Lemon, wondering, well, why is the sponsor giving Lemon this money? Why is the sponsor giving Lemon this $1,000?
You see how he worried about people money? You see how he's worried about people money? I remember I had to check him. Gonna try to play with me. See, he could never take me because I'm not these people. I don't play with him. None of them. Okay. But I remember I had to check him. I had somebody over here supporting me heavy, Tisa, and she would also support him. But obviously she supported me more because she was Babe Nation. And he got so sturdy, he felt so froggish that he leaped out of his body and gonna look in his chat one day and see her and tell her, go give Pizarro a super chat. Because he was clocking everything she was giving me. And I didn't even get along with Pizarro at the time. And it was the audacity. Have I ever called Lineback Leo over here to give me some? Or anybody out of Club Chat to give somebody else? Like, are you serious, dummy? He's a pocket watcher. He's very jealous. And this is why I'm so happy that I'm back. I know he's fuming. And he's still stuck in the past. Sean Bradley has not had any growth this whole time. No growth. None. Some of these content creators, including myself, you could look around at them. If you've been on here for a while and you know who has actually grown, who has matured, who has learned some lessons, and who got better versus who got bitter. And the people that's on here bitter didn't learn nothing. Dry and stale. But some of us took some lessons and got better. But Sean Bradley's still bitter, still living in the past, and he got to sit his stupid self here until everybody he called himself dogging, everybody he did wrong, he got to watch them flourish. And he got to watch every attempt he ever made to destroy those same people flop in his face. He couldn't go nowhere if he wanted to. Absolutely. I'm trying to let Rick Reed talk.
And this sponsor was giving out money, so they found out who the sponsor was. All these people in Ness's camp or whoever probably shot Kim's in them. He just said that they found out who Lemon's sponsor was, and they was harassing Lemon's sponsor behind the scenes, hitting Lemon's sponsor up, asking the sponsor for money, and trying to get the money off the sponsor and shit. That's why the sponsor had pulled out. So the sponsor had pulled out because all these other people was trying to down Lemon to the sponsor and hitting the sponsor up behind the scenes trying to get bags and shit the fuck up off of Lemon. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Sean Bradley should know all about that. His whole chat was just full of other people's chat. I said Sean Bradley should know all about that because his whole chat was full of other people's chat. He may have had 10 solids over there. Everybody else came from Babe Nation, TSCC, Ride or Live, mostly TSCC if you want the truth. I could name them. On Site April, Key with the T, Deanna Irving. Who else was over there in TSCC or affiliate? Miss Cruiser. And then you look around and all these are now Sean's besties. But where they come from, though? And then if anybody supported his Patreon from another chat, he would be back there talking ish about that content creator. He would be on his Patreon talking mess about me, and it was people from Babe Nation that supported him. So it's like, dude, who are your people? Because D. Ramsey done lost her damn mind. Leo is pop. Johnny Mac don't mess with you no more. Who are your people? Captivating Christian is not from Club Chat. He's his own content creator. No wonder you on another platform, because in the beef sector, don't nobody like you.
Also, binary code. He watches everybody. Like all these people, he said, how do you know who they are?
Because he's a stalker.
Bitch, I don't even barely know who these fucking people are. How the hell you know who binary code is? I don't even really know who these people are. Not their content. I don't know them that deep in other storylines and shit in the beef sector and what the hell they got going on. But this nigga's watching everybody and everything. He knows people I don't even know. He's bringing up situations and people I don't even know. But he said binary. You're the one, you know, that probably has something to do with Ness's channel coming down, or you gaslit people to flag Ness down because you did a live binary. Sean Bradley said you did a live, and you said that Ness already got 2 strikes, so she only needs 1 more strike to go before her channel's terminated. So he said you gaslighted Ness's channel getting struck down binary. Do you know Sean Bradley? Because that's what he's out here saying about you.
Wow.
Also,
hold on. The people that struck Ness are very clear about why they struck Ness. So then why is Sean Bradley running a narrative that somebody else did it? Because that's how he is. He has other people do his dirty work. So he can't imagine that when Jay Dunn says, I flagged Ness, that Jay Dunn is the one that did it. He can't imagine that if Queen 88 said, I flagged Ness, that Queen 88 did it. Because when it come to Fire Babe, he had to put somebody up. Absolutely. When it comes to a lot of people, he has to use other people to do his dirty work. So he just can't imagine that Ness channel came down and someone else didn't have nothing to do with it other than the people that's saying they did. You telling on yourself. My grandma would say, your slip is showing, Bradley. Because so as a man thinketh, so is he. If the people that did it are telling you I did it, why are you trying to go reach for somebody else to blame? Because that's how you are, dummy.
He had the story mixed up. So he's over there talking the black sector. He said that he allowed y'all, the black sector.
He allowed them to do what?
Y'all been peeping y'all, the whole black sector in general. He seen y'all. He been peeping y'all and all types of shit. He let y'all drop down in his chat. He played along, but he would never hit y'all link. That's why he never hit y'all link. And that's why y'all was never invited over there on his link. Because he don't fuck with y'all. He seen y'all coming from the motherfucking door.
Child, he thinks people care. The black sector, they don't care that they never hit y'all. Like, is he okay? Is he okay? He really think people losing sleep over him not letting them on their link? He think grown folks and them care? For real? Like, for real? Child.
He seen the setup. He seen that the black sector was trying to set him up. So he only just left y'all in the motherfucking chat, but never mixed and mingled or canoodled with y'all.
Child,
because he seen y'all trying to set him up from the motherfucking door. He knows that y'all don't like gay people and y'all got a problem with gay people and shit like that. So he peeped y'all and he had and let y'all rock out in his.
So who's being fake then? If you're the gay content creator and all these people from another sector, and you know in your heart and mind they don't like gay people, but you gonna ha with them in your chat, who's being the fake weak one? See, I don't even know how to do that. I don't do that. I don't even know how to pretend to do that. I don't know how to pretend to be okay with somebody I'm not okay with. I don't know how to do it. And you know who tell on you? Your kids. Your kids. If you one of them fake ass adults, excuse my language, if you one of them fake adults that smile in people's face and then when you at home, you dog them, or you smile in people's face and you know you really don't like them, you know what's gonna tell on you? Your kids. They don't even gotta say nothing. When that other person come around, they're gonna be acting funny. Why? Because you didn't set up and dogged them. Your kids will tell on you. Absolutely. I was looking at Leah's picture with QB. Baby, let me tell you something. Kids will be looking you all up. They don't care. It doesn't matter how long you've been around. They know if your mama, they daddy don't like you. Okay, they'll be looking all up and down inside your head. Okay, just remembering all the ish that was said about you when you weren't there. Absolutely. So Sean Bradley thinks too highly of himself. Okay. I guess he think the black sector was just gonna fall out and disappear if he didn't let them on his link. Dumb. And was being fake, letting them around him, knowing he don't like them. I can't stand people that do that. I don't understand that at all. That's fake energy, and it's weird because you don't have to be around people you don't like. So why are you doing it? It doesn't say anything about them. It says something about you. You don't know how to tell somebody to get away from you? Baby, I have to do it all the time. All the time. And it's not fun. It's not fun. But it's called self-love. It's called protecting my peace. Why would I sacrifice my peace even for a second to be around you when I know I don't want to? I'm grown. I don't got to be around you. I'm not, you know, last night I sat in my room and it hit me. Okay, so I got a gym buddy now. Okay. Girl, hold on. Okay, so I got a gym buddy because you know I got to get right for 45 hours with 5 babe. Okay, when y'all come here, I need to lose 45 pounds for the 45 hours with the babe. I'm just playing. But I got a gym buddy and girl, okay? I done lost all train of thought, okay? I totally, because you know what I had thought about? I had thought like his body feels like just a brick. And I don't know like that. I just from a hug. Let's be clear, just from the hug. After the workout, we give each other a little hug. And girl, okay, it feels like a brick. Girl, I lost all train of thought. I'm so sorry. Let's get back to the commentary. Oh, we was talking about how to tell people to leave you alone. I'm glad I remembered. Okay. I have to tell people all the time, please leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered. Okay. And it's not to be rude. It's just to protect your peace. And sometimes at the gym, people come up. You be in mid-sweat and they want to have a conversation. No. And that's just on the day-to-day. So if you don't know how to do that in your regular life, you mean to tell me you don't know how to do it on social media either, where you would never even see a lot of these people? You don't know how to get somebody out your chat that's annoying you and you feel like they don't like you, the essence of you, because you're gay? You're fake. That's what I don't understand about the little Burger King crown. He love to wear these crowns, but kings don't act like that. When you show up around the king and he don't want to be around you, he'll get the lions out on you. He called for the lions. Okay? He called for the lion. A lion, guard. But you a king, no. But you sitting around with people that you know want to let you tell it, set you up, and don't like you because you gay. But you kick it with them. You have no relationship, no history, nothing. Because you're weak. You're weak. You don't represent the Sean Bradley newsflash. You don't represent the beef sector. I know it sounds wild, right? Because this is Sean Bradley and I get all that. But if you look at how he moved just like Ness just moved, and I have denounced her out the beef sector. I have begun to kick them out. I'm over here kicking them out this week. No. Y'all finna stop playing with the beef sector. I am over here kicking them out. Ness got kicked out. We saw, because see, this ain't her first time running. She ran from Suzie. Don't forget, she ran from Suzie. And now she's running from 88 and J Dunn them. She's out. This is not what we doing. And this is why you got people talking about the beef sector week. I listened to this guy today. I was so flabbergasted. His whole video was about how the beef sector is weak. Why? Because they looking at people like Ness run. No, she don't. That's not what we do over here. What you see Sean Bradley doing, how he got whooped by Suzie and ran, that's not what we do over here. How he knew I was coming for him after he took my channel and I came back and he ran, that's not what we do over here. So he's excommunicated as well. Absolutely. And next up finna be that fake pastor. We're gonna kick him out too. And withdraw his Uber and Lyft license, okay? We gonna snatch them bumper stickers. I bet this ninja got more bumper stickers on his car, child. From Domino's, Pizza, child, Hooters, Uber, child. The back of Jay Wilson's car looked like an ad in the news. He driving for the #1 chop suey. He driving for the taco man, child. He delivering newspaper. Child, this ninja got more bumpers. And then he gotta have something. He gotta have something that explains why that house ain't in his name. So he got a little sticker for that. Yeah. You next, Jay Wilson. We finna kick you out too. Okay? Finna get rid of you too. Absolutely. Because why? Y'all don't represent us right. Y'all not doing it right. Girl, let me get back over here to Rick. Let Rick Reed cuss for us, child. We need it tonight.
But he will never do nothing with y'all. That's what he said. Now, what he has said about the Mo 3 sector, so he was bringing them up too, and said he seen them coming from afar, and he don't fuck with no people like that. That's all be fighting and doing all types of shit. So when he seen that, you know, he wasn't fucking with y'all. But he brought up.
Now he got a problem with them. Oh, yeah. So he got a problem with the Mo 3 sector fighting, but brought all the beef sector content creators together in one house to do what? To fight. But if you notice, he made sure, and a lot of us didn't like him, but he made sure that he wasn't in no altercations, no arguments, and I am the only one that confronted Sean on that show. I did. I checked him on that show. Me. Absolutely. No one else did. I did though. First episode 1, first meeting. Absolutely. So he made sure to bring us there to fight each other. He wanted me to jump on J Dunn. He wanted all this to go on, but he didn't want to throw no bows. He didn't want to fight Jay Wilson. He didn't want to fight QB. Both of them had been talking mess. He didn't want none of that. So who are you to say you don't like the Mo 3 sector fighting? Why? Because you scared to fight. And you know, I don't like Jay Wilson, but Jay Wilson has always said that Sean is just an instigator. He won't put in no real work, but he'll instigate it. So yeah, you wouldn't understand that because you play games. You wouldn't understand nobody having to walk it like they talk it because you don't walk it like you talk it.
Everything. I don't even know these people's names or nothing like that, but he was bringing up the fight. He said, and I could be wrong because I don't know them that well, but he said that something about 88 was fighting with the creaming lady. I thought that Coolin wasn't Coolin the one that fought creaming?
No, it was 88 and Cream and Mink and Coolin. Mink and Coolin had a fight, and 88 and Cream had a fight.
I don't know. I don't follow him that closely, but Sean Bradley does. He knows everything. But anyways, he was like, he had peak game when 88 was fighting with Creaming, but I thought
what game he peaked? What game?
And he said that the girls, the girl's son beat her up and all this type of shit. and then the girl's son kicked her and shit like that. And when she got up, she had knots all on her head and shit like that. Then he had brought up some other incident about the Mo 3 sector, which I don't...
Y'all see how pressed he is? Dag. You mean to tell me he brought all this up in one live? This is one live. You brought all this stuff up in one live, Sean. You done talked about Ness, Pizarro, TMO, Lady Nika, the black sector. Now you want a Mo 3 sector all in one live. You know what that tells us? You very pressed and bothered, and I love that for you. I love that for you. You like a you like a ninja with diarrhea of the mouth. It's just you can't even get it out fast enough. You got so many people to talk about. You got an outlet now. He got an outlet now, child. Okay. Rick spilling all the tea. I said, I gotta go live. I gotta review this. Absolutely. Everyone needs to know this is a public service. Your news lady. Okay. I am your news lady here to make sure you get the news. This ninja over here regurgitating all this foolishness, all this on your heart. You got all this in your spirit. Remember, he used to do that. Now he bald-headed. He don't got no hair. He don't got no hair. And every now and then we catch him do that. Just delusional. Got an imaginary bang. Girl ain't never seen a... He moved that bang, girl. It's almost like he forgot he had took it off. You be wearing it. And then he twirl that tongue and like you not on the job. You not on the clock right now. Okay? Whatever you be doing in them hotels, this why he like to travel with the job and get on that Jack app and set his location. We tracking. Absolutely. And put on them wigs and be twirling that big white fat tongue. Girl, let me get back to the commentary because he talking about everybody, girl.
Know this story or nothing like that, but he was talking about some girl. Y'all can drop it in the chat, whoever he was talking about, because I don't know. But he brought up a situation with some girl in the Mo 3 sector.
What happened?
And he said that Ness was dragging this person. I don't even know if the person was. He said Ness was dragging some person, okay? And the person that Ness was dragging allegedly slept with Donald Goings and also slept with Queen 88's baby's dad.
Child.
Who was he talking about?
Who knows?
He brought up somebody that has slept, that Ness, he said Ness drugged the dog shit out of this person. And this person allegedly was sleeping with Donald Goings and sleeping with 88's baby's dad. But my point is, you see how he's all enthralled up who?
Yeah, he been behind the gate still talking Brooklyn Beauty. But see, I didn't like, I imagine he would be on maybe his Patreon, but I didn't know he on a whole nother platform. He on a new platform talking this. So he's exposing all our business over here to a whole new group of folks that don't even know us with his dumb self. Thank you for the free advertisement. I remember Brianna did it on Bigo. Went on Bigo to talk about Fi Babe. Thank you for the free advertisements. Absolutely.
YouTube cameras.
Now we on to another one.
So then YouTube, y'all talk about YouTube cameras that we know over here?
What is?
Hold that, because y'all's giving me some tea. Are y'all talking about the YouTube cameras that
what?
We know? Oh, her. So did YouTube camera sleep with Donald? Bitch. Y'all telling me some tea. Did YouTube camera sleep with Donald Goings and one of Queen 88's baby's dad? Oh shit! Now I didn't even know that.
YouTube cameras is innocent. Let's be very clear, okay? YouTube cameras is innocent.
Even know that.
I ain't either.
Yeah, well, that's what they over there said. Listen, my point is, do you see how this bitch be watching everything, every sector? He watches.
What is he, Rick? What is he?
Listen.
Huh?
My point is,
yeah.
Do you see how this bitch be watching?
What is he, Rick?
Shit, man.
What happened, Rick? What is he?
I didn't even know that. Yeah, well, that's what they over there. He knows way more shit than me. He knows way more every sector. He watches the black sector, the beef sector, the Mo 3 sector. Wow, he knows way more shit than me. He knows way more shit that goes on. He knows way more characters, way more game players. He's over there talking about Fifi TV and when she doxed Octavius. They know all about it. They know all about it during all them bushes, and they said that's why they stay away from people like that. They don't fuck with people like that. He was even down to the fact of talking about, I didn't even know this. Listen, I don't watch these people all the time. I even be dragging and doing content and commentary on Kiki and Octavius and all that shit.
Okay, I'm just gonna, y'all need to get this tea. VS ain't even came back up here. VS is gonna come back. She actually hasn't left. She just backstage. The amount of tea, is too much tea in this video. This is why I ended up listening to almost the whole video. And he's not even talking slow. He's talking fast. Let's go.
I didn't know Kiki only slept with Octavius 2 times. I found it out from Sean Bradley. They only slept together. They only had sex 2 times. And he's like, how the fuck was they together for 2 years or over 2 years? But Octavius only fucked Kiki 2 times. I'm telling you. So how, I mean.
Dang, Sean. Huh? Excuse me? He over there talking about Kiki and Octavius only slept together 2 times and was together for 2 years. Well, she should stay off their business, but according to Kiki, this is why. Absolutely. Okay. And Octavius, no one is ever coming for you. Okay. But Kiki has said. What happened, Rick?
How is his title? How is his title? The B sector has been weak for a while now. Well, apparently, according to your behind the scenes shit, obviously have been popping for a while now. So first of all your content and commentary behind the scenes is the B sector. What's happening in the B sector? And then this live, y'all, was 3 hours. If the B sector has been weak for a while now, how could you squeeze 3 hours worth of content and commentary out about it? And I could have came and did content and commentary about it now. But while you...
Sean Bradley wouldn't even do 3 hours on YouTube. He wouldn't even do 3 hours on YouTube. Why? Because he was on here being fake. He was letting people in his chat he didn't like. He thought the Miss O was dumb. Miss Pizarro was scary. Ness was dumb. He couldn't say all this on here because then he would be being too real. And he fake. So he could go over there and do 3 hours because he can speak freely. Absolutely, without being so fake.
Why BS is here, and you know, we're about to bring her up. And
bring her
like
back.
That.
I'm finna go get me some more water.
And shit like that. It's just, you know, I found it kind of odd, guys, that when Sean Bradley was here, BS had came back. He said that he made amends, that, you know, they was going to squash their beef, and he wasn't going to bring her up. She did not bring him up, which they didn't bring each other up, and she don't bring him up at all or talk about him, because he's not, we forgot, bitch, we forgot. You ain't that popping and shit. He deleted his channel and thought people was going to cry. Probably hid it. Probably put it on incognito.
And nobody cares.
He hid his motherfucking channel.
And nobody cares.
For him to come the motherfuck back. And nobody even noticed his raggedy ass was born. You was boring when you was here.
What?
You had 20,000 motherfucking subscribers, bitch, and you was boring when you was here. You wasn't doing no numbers or nothing when you were here. You're boring as hell. But period, point blank, he's back over there again, bringing up BS when you didn't bring her up on the motherfucking scene, but behind the scenes.
I like this. Ooh, I like this part. I like this. I'm sorry, this live gave me everything I needed. I like this part right here. This is my favorite part of the live. Okay. Cause see, we were here, and ain't nothing like watching a fake bum get popped in real time. We were here watching Sean Bradley play all nice with Suzie. He even had a situation where she told him, she don't like for people to call her Suzie. I'm just used to calling her Suzie. Okay. It's not out of disrespect. She don't like it. But anyway, he was calling her Suzie, and she came live and told him, don't call me that or else, in so many words. Do y'all know this? Y'all remember this ninja comes live and blames me. It says Phi Babe and Heidi, or I think it was, he said Phi Babe and Heidi, but it was me, is the reason that VS came on here and told him that. This how scary he is. And then said, I won't call you Suzie no more. He played it very nice and tried to act like it was behind him. He didn't care. I mean, it got to the point where we even was wondering, are they going to get together? I would do lives encouraging them to get together. On my life, I did lives where he was over there playing nice. I would come on here and tell y'all he's being fake. Sean Bradley does not like VS and will never like VS. But when you would go over there to his channel, oh, he was acting like he was so above that and it was just me. Well, we're about to hear how he really still feels about Suzie after all of that butt kissing he did when she got back. All that butt kissing. And the whole time, what happened, Rick?
You're comfortable with bringing her the fuck up. And y'all bitches is still out here trying to play this victim role and shit. And I really don't like that. And I really don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was a subby. And I seen the whole motherfucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got them bitches over there, babe. That's the problem. You got them bitches over there babying you. Poor Sean.
Yep.
So he's saying that the reason why, you know, he was just a regular content creator. He was just a regular content creator giving his content and his commentary, but he didn't really interact with his chat and he didn't really interact with his people. And actually, BS calling him a pedo and stuff and accusing him of being a pedo actually brought them closer together. Actually, he dipped behind the scenes to get caught. He didn't say this part, but that's what he meant. He dipped behind the scenes to get coddled and have a whole coddle session by these old motherfucking ladies and shit.
Because that's all that happened. He didn't fight back, which is why he could never be beef sector. I don't care if he did start his channel up. Because to this day, even still having that animosity in his heart toward BS, he has never done anything about it. He tried to pretend like he was going to do what I did and go get papers on her. Epic fail. He couldn't even see that all the way through. So she did that whole campaign, did all that stuff to him, and his response was to not do nothing to her. Didn't fight back in no way, actually ran. But all when it comes to babe, you want my channel, you want my name, you want, and I ain't did no campaign on your dumb ass. But I get it. Pretty girl privilege. I get it. If I were you, I wouldn't be able to take me either, Sean. I get it.
And a whole protection session. But VS calling him a pedo, that's what brought him together. The first thing that he brought up, first of all, was about the 88 and the Mo 3 sector, and nobody had Fox since VS had jumped on Serene at the IHOP, but that wasn't on camera, so nobody seen that. Then he went on into saying that he tried to volunteer for something recently, and he had a whole business venture and everything going on where he was going to volunteer and have this service, but that his social media had came back up, and the stuff with BS and the stuff that BS, you know, did to him, and the stuff that Rita did to him. This had came back up when he had an interview for whatever he was trying to do, a business venture. So he had to sit down and explain to these people about the BS situation and about the Rita situation and about his presence on social media. Still playing the victim. That's you caused. That's you caused. Like,
in 2025, Sean Bradley is out here trying to apply for business ventures, and John Gacy is still coming up. Oh, she popped you real good. Okay. You mean to tell me you can't even volunteer? This was a volunteer. You mean to tell me, see, this is what you get for being a pocket watcher, a hater, and a wannabe destroyer. You try to destroy people. You try to put them in the dirt. But every time we look around, you're getting put in the dirt. None of that stuff that happened when we was beefing real bad back in 2018 or whenever it was is affecting us today. The only person it's affecting today is Sean Bradley. Today it still affects him. Baby, she put that work in on you. Listen, even my restraining order was only 2 years. Okay? Even mine was up after 2 years. But here you are trying to volunteer. They don't even want you to volunteer. Because of that John Gacy.
Not forget, like, this is what really happened. Like, you be trying to act like a bitch and like play a bitch role and try to play a victim role like you was attacked. Like, that's what I don't like. That ain't what happened. Like, you wasn't attacked. No, you tried to take her motherfucking people, tried to host them. This is what happened. You tried to host her people over there and get her people because she had a following. She was lit, but you thought she was bigger. And you didn't know what she did or nothing. Just a content creator that had a following. And you tried to take her following. Tried to take her following and shit on her and clown her and roast her and gag her and drag her.
Oh, let's talk about it.
And shit. And you thought...
Yes, Sean Bradley will let people from TSCC come and call into his channel to complain about Suzie. Suzie asked him to stop. He didn't stop. And so she turned her attention on him and started making up stuff about him. Now, people could say, well, you can't tell people how to fight. I agree with that to a degree. Okay, I agree. If she felt offended, he can't tell her how to fight. However, allowing people to, but some of the stuff they was saying about her, if we're going to be fair, they were talking about her and her abuse as a child when they was calling in to drag her on Sean Bradley's channel. And I think a lot of times we forget that little detail right there. It may be a little detail to us because it didn't happen to us, but her hearing that you're letting people call in and drag me about me being exploited and hurt and abused as a child. Oh, Ninja, I'm finna say you did something of yours. Now, okay, it's a little different, right? It hit a little different. You gonna let them keep doing that to me. Now I'm gonna say that you doing what actually happened to me. And if we want to be 100,000%, baby Suzie, young child Suzie, young girl Suzie did not deserve what happened to her. No child does. So even if I don't like her, even if I can't stand her, when that stuff happened, she was a kid. So I could see how she would turn that around and say, oh, you want to play about something I couldn't control? I'm going to show you what I can control. I'm going to show you something. Okay. And I think that's where you can't tell people how to fight. Now, the other side of that is, if you punch somebody and they hit you back way harder, but then the fight continues and that person then lays you out, don't nobody want to hear nothing you talking about. Don't nobody want to hear nothing you talking about. Prime example. If I'm doing commentary disagreeing with what you said about Larry Nelson, Suzie, if I'm doing commentary disagreeing about what you're saying about Larry Nelson being abusive to his child, because I know that happened to you, and there's a pattern of you saying that about people and their kids, and I come on here and say, I don't believe Larry Nelson did none to his child. And then your response, because we talking about you can't tell people how to fight. Your response to me not agreeing with your commentary is to say, I'm going to stick a D in your daughter's mouth. That's not fighting fair. But since we can't tell you how to fight, we'll say, okay, she didn't like how Phi Babe disagreed with her commentary, so she turns on Phi Babe's child. See, it's always got to do with sexual abuse with a child with Suzie, which is why I didn't believe her when she was talking about Larry Nelson, because it's always that with Suzie because of what happened to her. I get it, but I don't fault her for it because she was a child. But at the same time, when you come on here and then because you don't like my commentary, say you gonna sexually abuse my child, and then me and my child lay your ass out for 2 years via restraining order, then you can't tell me how to fight. Do you see how this works? Do you see how this works? If I can't tell you how to fight, then don't try to tell me how to fight. So because I won the fight, I'm wrong? No, I'm not. I got you the way I could get you. Same way you thought you was getting me, how you could get me when you said that about my child. Right. Thank you for being a member, China Doll. Oh yeah, let's talk about it, because fair is fair. And in war, if everybody gotta take they hit in war, then when you took yours, it's all good. Right.
It was Kaya and T.S. Madison, and you was gonna pick on somebody. Your big 6-foot ass thought you was gonna pick on this lady on some real shit.
He did.
Because she don't roast, gag, and drag like you or whatever, or you thought you
He saw an opportunity to comment. He saw an opportunity to get attention from BS's people by letting them continue to call in and say those things about her, even though she was asking him to stop. He could have easily stopped. He could have easily said, I don't know them. You know, they bringing this drama to my channel. But he underestimated Suzie. He didn't know that he thought, I'm going to let him call in. He didn't know she was going to come back and lay him in the dirt.
Roast her and thought you could out drag her. And so you were just going to drag her on up. And, you know, that was going to be that. You was going to clown her, drag her on up, take her people. And you did not expect her to fight the way that she fought.
Right.
So when she fought back, you just thought you was going to run over. You thought you was going to bully her, roast her on down.
Facts.
You thought you was the better
roaster and dagger. Baby, he thought I was sweet too over here. He thought it was sweet over here. He like a weak woman until he finds out she's not, and then he can't stand her. Then it's F you forever. But when you thought I was weak, you loved me. Right. Now, y'all saw me sit here and drink 2.5 of these, so I'll be right back.
Gonna bully her up out of her people, and she was gonna go on and sit the hell on down somewhere like you told her to do. But no, then when she started fighting back, you wasn't expecting that. You ain't never seen no shit like that. It wasn't what you was used to. You was basically used to running your mouth with people. You was basically, hold on. You was basically to arguing with people. She came at you a different way, and then you turned into the bitch. And then you turned into the victim. And then you turned into the victim. Then the coddling session. Then the poor Sean Bradley came and all that type of shit. After you couldn't take the pressure that she was putting on you. You shouldn't have been running your mouth. You underestimated your opponent. You are no victim. You are no victim. You was dragging that lady all over motherfucking YouTube until she started putting that pressure on your motherfucking neck and you wasn't prepared for it. That's what happened. You ain't no motherfucking victim. You actually tried to bully her. And then when she fought back and put some different pressure, you wasn't expecting that. So then you turned into a motherfucking victim in a coddle session and the poor Sean Bradley came. And that's where the Patreon came. You didn't just go over there and think, y'all bitches couldn't even get memberships then. Why are you lying? You had to have 30,000 subscribers to 40,000 motherfucking subscribers on YouTube in order to have members on YouTube. Memberships wasn't even possible for these low budget bitches back in 2019.
Exactly.
You couldn't get a membership back in 2019. No, he ran the Patreon because she ran him to Patreon. After he turned into a victim, a coddle session, you're a whole man. Tried to drag this lady, bully her on some real shit. This ain't even me sticking up. You did. That's what you did. And you underestimated your opponent. You jumped on her and you underestimated your motherfucking opponent. And when she started giving you that motherfucking work, you turned into a... Tell the real story.
And who was trying to help him? Who was over here trying to help Sean when he was getting whooped by Suzie? I mean, not like I didn't jump in a beef, but I would give commentary like that is messed up, that she's saying this man is a pedo just because he's a gay man. Oh yeah, the same one they call homophobic. Hold on. Let's take a station identification break right there. Because you know today Phi Baby is so homophobic. But back then, if you look at the history, when the whole John Gacy campaign was going on, baby, there were a lot of content creators on that campaign with them, okay? But who was one of the content creators that was like, that is so wrong. Just because he's a gay man doesn't make him a pedo. Who was over here doing all that dumb ish for this dry ninja? Me. No one else will talk about it, okay? But we were here, okay? Absolutely.
rewrite history. You jumped on this lady. You thought she was a lady. You thought you would fuck her up real quick and drag her. That's what you was used to, going back and forth and whatever. Okay? And she came at you a whole different motherfucking way. You wasn't ready. Period, point blank. And you couldn't take the motherfucking heat. You ran to the popo, did all this shit. You said it on the live. So on the live, he said,
what'd he say?
Now, later on, he started talking about that. You know what I'm saying? So he brought up that. Basically,
we're talking about this tonight because Sean Bradley is still stuck on it. This ain't old tea. Because Sean Bradley ain't never got over it. Absolutely.
Was bringing up also that CPS was called on him, the police was called on him, all kind of shit like that. But Shelly, he came out here and retracted, and everybody knows Shelly and Pressure Cooker came out here and said they're the ones that called. So why in references BS, he never mentioned Shelly not once in that live. He never brought Shelly's name up once in that live.
What Rick is saying is Sean is still eternally hurt deep. That was a deep cut. See, this is why he comes for so many people. He'll never get over what Suzie did to him. That was such a deep cut. Now, Suzie had the whole John Gacy campaign. And during that campaign, when she was calling him that, CPS was called too. And of course, naturally, everybody was like, Suzie did it. Because, I mean, she was on him every day. And she was talking about stuff dealing with his kids. So it was natural for everybody to think Suzie did it. Well, fast forward years later, as Hutchison and Pressure Cooker come out and admit they did it. But because Sean is so hurt by the whole John Gacy thing, he still in his mind attributes the CPS call to Suzie, even though that got clarified. He that hurt. He can't even get his facts together about who did what to him. This is how discombobulated he is over there. Baby, I love that you're pressed, Sean. I love that. Okay? Absolutely.
He's still trying to call all the things happening to him back to BS in that line.
I love it.
I got the kids in class this morning. I had to.
Yes.
Because he's over there playing bitch like, and he's trying to rewrite history and play this like little coddle session and shit like that. So he was over there saying that basically after BS, he tried to drag her or do whatever. He didn't mention that part, but he did. After he did all that, and then BS started putting the pressure on him, he said normally normal people will back up. So he's trying to say BS ain't normal. So he started talking to her on live doing legal jargon, like he's going to take her to court, threatening her to take her to court and all that.
Trying to be like me.
That didn't work. So he said normally normal people will back the hell on up off you, but she didn't back up. She kept pushing.
Oh, he thought he was going to get the same response that I got from Suzie. No. Let me whisper something, y'all. Let me tell you something I'm going to tell you something you already know. Okay. Let me tell you something that you already know. Although me and Suzie are arch enemies, Suzie respects the fact that I'm not weak. Suzie does not respect the fact that Sean is weak. Strong people, we don't respect weak people. I have to stop myself and repent and say, Lord, please forgive me for the times I be thinking, oh my God, they are so stupid. Like, I can't be like that. But a lot of times I be like, they are so stupid. But I can't be like, I may have been, maybe God gave me a little more wisdom. But I can't look at other people and say they're stupid. Or because I'm strong, every other people are weak. No, maybe he just made me strong. That don't mean everybody else weak. So I think when strong people and strong-minded people see other strong-willed and strong-minded people, you can't help but respect that, even if you don't like them as a person. But when you're looking at somebody that's weak and you strong, it's like you could never. And then you talking all this mess, that be the problem. A lot of people want to be in your shoes, but they can't handle your shoes. They feet will be curled up like this. They wouldn't even be able to make it around the block in the hand, in the shoes that you gotta wear, dealt the hand you was dealt. And that's why when they be talking, it's like I will crush you. Okay, stop playing with me. Thank you so much, Love Music. But letting his son sleep with club chat members ain't help him shake the allegations. Sure didn't, Love Music. And talking about the size of his son's penis didn't help the allegations. And talking about how he helped his son tuck his genitals or tuck a cup under his genitals to hide clean urine for a drug test also did not help. And then being able to turn on the news in Baltimore and see his foster kid, Pepe, running from him didn't help. And then him coming live saying, I'm not chasing after no Pepe. That didn't help. It was given in my Cat Williams voice, you gotta tell Bradley no. Okay, like you had to tell Diddy. It's given you gotta tell Bradley no. Okay. Period.
Pressing the gas on him. So he had went down there and got a restraining order on her. But listen, the whole thing is, when VS came back, everything was squashed. She said she won't bring him up no more. He's not bringing her up. She asked him for a conversation. The conversation he's having over there on his live behind the scenes, this shit still enthralled with the B sector and shit. She obviously still feels a certain way about VS.
When VS came back, VS asked Sean for a conversation. He said, all is well. I'm not moved past it. He's moved past it. But here we are at the end of May. At the end of May 2025, and Sean Bradley still got a problem. Why you didn't just talk to Suzie? Because a fake ninja ain't going to talk to you and tell you what the problem is, even if you're reaching out. He tried to act like he cares so much about appearances. It's so strange. He tried to act like it wasn't bothering him, and the whole time it's eating him alive. Who is he capping for? Who is he capping for? And then who does he think he's fooling? Because he ain't fooling us. A lot of this stuff I told y'all before today, before we actually had proof coming out of his own mouth. So who is he doing all this for? It's giving mental illness, Sean Bradley. Absolutely.
But he could have had that conversation up on here. She offered him the conversation.
Yes,
they could have had a conversation, hashed it out, and went their separate ways or whatever. He wasn't interested in having a conversation.
Child.
Anyways, I'm gonna bring VS up.
Uh-oh.
VS, you still here?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
Because see, she been keeping it cute with him. Okay. She been keeping it cute. So I couldn't wait to hear what she said she felt about how he over on that other platform talking smack. She thought they were in the clear. She thought that. I think she really believed that he wasn't on nothing else. He was over it. I think she bought that lie. I really think VS believed that. Now, I tried to tell her he was lying through his teeth. Because see, the thing about James and the thing about Sean, I've been around both of them long enough to know they hold grudges over the dumbest stuff. They already super ugly and insecure. So it doesn't take much for them to hold a grudge. So even when he was on here playing cute with Suzie, I was trying to tell girl, he's just doing that to play with me, okay? He think that's going to bother me. So let's hear what Suzie thinks about now learning that Sean been over there talking about him.
So this, hey, good morning. So this is not something I'm just running back. You heard the same thing I heard, didn't you, with your earlier?
I did hear it, and I was quite surprised by it. To be honest.
See? She was surprised by it. Only way she would be surprised if she believed them lies he was over there telling Suzie, boo. Okay. You should never have. The only reason he surprised you is because you was buying that fake. That he was over there doing. You should have never been surprised.
Because when I first came back, I said, look, whatever happened. I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to do things different. You go your way, I go my way. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. let's kind of kill the beef, you know, whatever. Or, you know, pick it back up. It's like whatever, you know.
No, he wasn't
He
gonna.
said he ain't got no
He
beef
wasn't
with
gonna
me.
pick it up.
I even mentioned the conversation. He said, "There's no need for us to have a conversation." You know, God, you know, did what he needed to do. You know, he prayed to God, and God.
And I'm gonna need that demon to stop bringing God and his foolishness while he's lying at the same time. You sitting over here lying, talking about God worked it out, and the whole time you still bitter as hell about it. Why bring God in it at all? What is wrong with an adult standing on business? I don't get that. What is the chain? What is the stronghold that makes an adult not stand on bit? What you scared of? That tells us you still scared of Suzie. She still got you. He put on, when Suzie came back, that ninja put his tie on, baby. He put on his best behavior. He moved his imaginary bang. He told Club Chat, we're not fighting, we're loving. Baby, he was chef's kiss when she came back. He was being an actor. He was acting. Why would a grown man gotta be an actress? Because he's scared, still. And you think, and you still scared of Suzie, but you come after me. Or almost said the H word and the B word and then the H word again. You could never. Okay? You could never.
Got me out the way, you know, whatever case may be. And so he's fine. So I'm thinking, if you don't want to have a conversation about it, then why are you talking about it? See, the thing is,
because
I was woman enough to say to him, look, let's move past this. Yeah, I played.
Suzie is more woman than Sean will ever be man. Let's be very clear. Okay? Suzie is more woman than Sean will ever be man. A woman came to him and said, let's talk about it. His scary tail said, the Lord, it worked out. Who he thought he was? Bronson choir singers singing Jesus will work it out? No. The Lord will put some courage in your back. That's what the Lord will do. The Lord will have you get a slingshot and take the head off the giant. That's what the Lord will help you do. Okay? The Lord will help you use the word N-O. Real good. Oh yeah. He'll help you do that. So all this fake and scary and trembling, that ain't the Lord. He ain't in that. So stop putting them in your cowardly activity. Give me a second. Let me plug this iPad up so it don't die because I ain't ready to get off. Okay. I know y'all like, Dad, she's still on, sure am. Oh, yes, we're on here tonight. I ain't even said nothing about Diddy, girl. I guess I'll be back tomorrow to talk about it. How he going to jail? Okay, what else y'all want me to say about Diddy? Girl, he popped. Okay, I don't know how many different ways I can tell y'all Diddy is pop. Girl, we is talking about this beef sector because things have heat up. Okay, and girl, we are on here. We are not in a rush. We are drinking our water, getting our late night hydration. Okay. And girl, we just in here tonight. Shout out to Babe Nation. If you fall asleep on me, honey, I understand. Sweet dreams. Okay.
Wrongs in some of this stuff, but see, he would have to take accountability if he had a conversation with me.
Oh,
because let's not forget what started all of this. He sought me and the people I was hanging with out. Mm-hmm. He started the phone call thing. Mm-hmm.
Kind of the same way me and him started beefing. He sought me out. I didn't seek him out. I didn't come on here and start beefing with him. Absolutely.
Instead of him being the person actually saying the stuff, he the one who had, and I'm trying not to name people because you're not going to start a lot of people, but you know certain people he would have on the platform.
But also put his nose in your business and use y'all for content.
Oh yeah, until we realized that, and we started saying, no, we're not going to keep coming on your platform. Like, that was the first kind of kink that we had.
Yeah, that's when they fell out.
We're not going to keep coming over here because you.
Thank you, Kimberly Black, for being a member. M4DX. I can't stomach the Diddy stuff. But that's what happened. That's when they fell out. As long as VS people was calling into Sean Bradley's live, talking about what happened to Suzie as a child and talking about everything that was going on at TSCC, he was happy. When Suzie realized, hold on, we don't even know him, and he's making all this money off us. We're not coming back over here to work. We ain't trying to work out nothing. Okay. I'm taking my program back to my channel. That's when the problem started. He been pocket watching from day one. And when he can't take your money, he get real mad. He feels like he ought to be able to take from you, take your channel, take your money. If he sees people supporting you, baby, he wants it. Very covetous. Absolutely.
Using us. You making a fool out of us.
Uh-huh.
So once he saw we weren't coming back, that's when he started doing the phone call. So then he was letting other people talk noise about us. This is when it first came out. He started saying, well, he didn't say, he was allowing people come there saying, I got raped by my dad, my mama was watching, you know, all these different stories and stuff. He was letting me say, well, I'm not saying it. I'm letting them say it. And you know,
it's always been, I'm gonna let other people be the face of my BS. It's always been that for him. Sean, you're kicked out of the beef sector. You're done. Okay? You're done. You're done. You're done. Absolutely. You're done. Done. And see, what's so crazy is he really kicked them phone calls off Suzie. While Sean likes to say he's the originator of them calls, no, it was Suzie. Because he only opened them calls to let people call in about Suzie. Same way the cleanup was created because of Fight Babe. Them call-ins was created because of Suzie Q. They don't like that though. They don't like that though. They want me to, because I don't like Suzie and because we don't get along, they want me to come on here and lie. No. We're going to keep it 100,000. If TSCC had not been over there talking to Sean about everything they was going through with BS and telling all BS business to Sean, we would have never gotten one call in ever. Be clear. He didn't open the call line to talk about Nicki Minaj. He didn't open the call line to talk about Real Housewives. He opened them call lines to talk about Suzie. Now, the truth is the truth. You could love me, you could hate me, but what you're not going to ever be able to do is call me a liar. That's what you're not going to be able to do. Absolutely.
Here we are in 2025. He got somebody else. He got a veteran, somebody else back doing these so-called phone.
Right. She's saying now he got other people doing these calls. Who you talking about, King Roman? I don't think Sean Bradley has a battery in King Roman's back. Because see, for Sean Bradley to work with you, if you pay attention to how he works, he has to be able to completely control you. If he can't completely control you, he don't like you no more. As long as Sean was able to sit on his platform, because Tracy is the original news lady. Okay? Tracy is the original news lady. I started doing the news when me and her started fighting. I was like, okay, I got something for you. And then I started doing the news. Listen, this is a beef sector, real, honest moment tonight. Somebody needs to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help them God. Okay? So, as long Tracy was the original news lady, as long as Sean Bradley, now this way back in the day, as long as Sean Bradley was able to sit on his channel and say, Tracy, go live, and then you look up in Tracy live in 2 seconds, he loved her. He loved her. Tracy could do no wrong. Everything Tracy said or did, he loved it. Even went out to meet her, to take her out to eat and all that. He loved Tracy. As long as he thought he could control her. So I don't believe King Roman got a battery in his back at all from Bradley. I think Bradley wants the credit. Oh, let's talk about it. Bradley wants the credit for King Roman taking call-ins. But in order for Sean to use you how he needs to use you, he needs 100% allegiance alliance. And King Roman got his own mind, so I don't see it. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't see it.
So much because at the end of the day, Sean Bradley was one of the people who had pictures of my son at his school. I don't care how he got them. Mm-hmm. He had
See, when OGs are on here telling y'all that somebody is a freaking stalker, that's not just because it sounds good or sounds salacious. That's real-ish. Sean Bradley is a stalker in real life, okay? And once again, here is another situation where all of a sudden, one day we look up and there are photos of Susie's son walking into the school, and you could see through the windows of the school, and you could see Susie's car or truck in the front. So whoever took the photo was standing inside of the school on another level, maybe a second level, looking down, because you could see the son come in the door and you could see VS's truck. We got them pictures from Sean. We got them pictures from Sean. And then there is Rita moved after her address got exposed by somebody named Stanky Baby. And the photos of her inside of her house got exposed. She moved and said, "Well, nobody ever gonna find her address." Then one day we look up and we got photos of Bill, Rita's husband, sitting in front of the house having a bonfire. Who got those pictures? For the trusty beef sector. Sean. Absolutely. So when we calling him a stalker, it's not just because it sounds cute. No, this man is a real stalker. He's a miserable, I want to cuss. Let me play Rick. Rick, please cuss.
Just to the person
He's a miserable
to him. Then he came back.
Biatch. He is.
Said, he know who sent it to me. You know who he said it was, which I'm not gonna say the name. But then he mentioned who he think brought it and gave him the information. Then he went out to try to be friends with all the people I was friends with. And I said, you better watch out, because all they're gonna do is they're gonna turn on you too.
Not just friends, they was brothers and sisters and shit.
Exactly.
How does that work? How do the people that was rocking with VS come out of TSCC? You invite them over to your platform to dog her, and then y'all go from them same people that was her people, now they your besties, and then turn into your brothers and sisters. It's giving single white female, Sean Bradley. It's giving single white female. Absolutely.
Even when I left, tried to be cool with somebody who I was real cool with, because they thought he had tea on me. When they found out he didn't have no tea, then they threw him away.
What grown man?
Him. I thought you were talking about that other lady in Baltimore, the big girl's friend.
Child.
Well, it's so many. It's so many people.
Everybody. It seems like everybody that when they broke away from you, they went over there.
He didn't believe me about the not the mom and daughter, but he didn't believe me about the extra person who was over there. And I'm saying, he dumb. He over there hanging out with the people who was driving past it. These people.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Her.
Mm-hmm.
Key with the T.
People going to his house, taking pictures of his house, taking pictures of videos, and sending them out to people to try to prove themselves. No one asked nobody to do any of those things to him. And he started hanging out with the people who was doing it. That's the crazy part.
Yes. He claims to hate the content creator, but he love their supporters. He want all them. How? That's like somebody saying, I can't stand a mama, but I love their kids. No, you don't. Get out my face. No, you don't. No, you don't. How do you like everything about me, but don't like me? How do you like everything that makes me look good, but you don't like me? No, it's giving, I want to be you. It's giving, I'm jealous. And I guess I didn't realize to the degree of how jealous he was of Suzie. The fact that all of those people were supporting and rocking with her. He was intrigued by that. He was intrigued by that. And he wanted that for himself. The same way other people look at this sector and they look at the money and say they want that. He was doing it within his own sector and still doing it. And still doing it. Sitting over there, still got a grudge against Suzie, child. So you know I got him pissed. I bet he thought he had gotten rid of me for good, child. You thought like lit, thought you had to fart, but you had to. I said you thought like lit, thought you had to fart, but you had to. Okay. I think we got the point tonight. Well, hold on, because I don't want to miss nothing, because this live was so good. Let's listen to some more.
That's the crazy part.
And they did it just as, like, you didn't ask them.
Thank
they did
you,
it to get,
Indigo, for being a
from you.
member.
They did it on their own.
Now, as far as the John Gacy thing,
Our
beefing sector history is not the first time those allegations came out. Remember when him and the other big content creator in this sector, they fell out, and it was stories of, you got a bunch of kids, you keep it, and they doing things to each other, or his mate bringing his kids over, meeting up with your adopted kids, and they playing each other ass and all this other stuff going on.
Okay,
so why just bring up BS? Or, and I guess he brought it.
He's not going to bring up what James did, because see, James also gave Sean that work. He's more mad at Suzie than he is at James. And they were friends in real life. I had just remembered the other day when I was on QB's platform that it was James that exposed Sean for going to Sonobello. We didn't know that Sean had been over there getting fat sucked out his gut. It was Sean that said that. I mean, James. Sean didn't tell us that. And then after he got exposed, then he want to talk about it freely. And then even went back a second time. But prior to that coming out, he didn't tell us that. That was James. But he's more mad at Suzie because that Gacy campaign worked him mentally. That was mental warfare. And it showed all over his face. And you know what Suzie used to come on here and do? She used to come on here like this and be like, I could see it in your eyes. I'm getting to you. She would taunt this ninja. She would taunt him. Like, she would do all that stuff she would do to him during the day, run all them campaigns, had interviews, and do all this stuff to him. And then sometimes she'll just come and sit in the chair, just do like a wellness check. She would wellness check his ass and be like, you moving different. I see you moving different. I see it in your eyes. Yep, it's working. She used to taunt his ass. He has not gotten over it. In order for, and this is why he's still talking about it now, all these years later. In order for Sean to get through it, he's gonna need shock therapy. How you say acupuncture? Acupuncture. I'm sorry, y'all just gotta let me enjoy myself, okay? Because you must understand, I'm talking about somebody who went out their way to try to destroy me. So, baby, when I tell you I'm getting my life learning that they are still tormented, absolutely, I'm getting my life. I wouldn't care if there was one person in this chat, I would still be on here laughing at his dumb ass. Absolutely, because he dumb. Over there mad.
Baby. But what about all these other people? He already admitted that he know it wasn't me that caused CPS.
It don't matter, Suzie.
He knew who it was.
It don't matter.
He has content with a lot of people. So if he went to interview with somewhere, why only you and Rita stuff came up? Like, he's been around, everybody did. He beefed with everybody. Everybody has videos. So there should be 12 content creators he can mention that was dragging him that would have came up if they were searching through his social media, like me and other people.
He made back up with so many people who called him John Gacy.
He did.
There's so many people we could name that has called him.
And that's why it makes you wonder, why was she different? You made up with all them people that was a part of the campaign. You didn't have no problem with them. So when she came back after time had passed and everything, and you were able to forgive other people who were a part of it, and she comes back and asks for a conversation, why you couldn't just have a conversation? Because you clearly still mad. Why couldn't you do it for her? Because Sean Bradley can't handle strong Black women. That's why. That's why. That's why. He'd rather be fake.
The mother and the daughter.
They have called him that. Corny have called him that.
Yep.
I got a video of Bless Watkins called him that.
That's true.
Confident called him that.
Yep.
Well, I'm sorry, Ever got mad. Called him that. I don't have no problem with Heidi, but she called him that.
Yeah.
It's so many people with the name that when they get mad with him, they use that name. But he don't stay on name. But he had Wiley did a whole John Gacy song about him.
And baby, he loved Wiley. Because Wiley is not a strong Black woman. He loved Wiley. Okay.
They got a lot of views. I still have all these videos and clips of the people who called him that. Because I said I was gonna utilize that in case he tried to just put it off on me. But I just said, a lot of these videos, let me just keep down. I just let it be.
Yeah,
he scared of Shelly. Shelly already said that she called on him. He was the one on his own live, Rick.
Yeah. Now, what they finna talk about, so I could skip forward a little bit, is how he played fake with Shelly. When it finally came out that it was Shelly that had called CPS on him, her and Pressure Cooker, he acted like that wasn't no big deal. But as long as he thought it was Suzie that did it, it was the end of the world. So much so, he still hasn't gotten his mind to remember it wasn't Suzie. In his mind, it was still Suzie that called CPS on me. Child, let me fast forward a little bit.
Pressure Cooker for calling, but said it was he didn't care that Shelly, because they were cool at the time, and he's not going to go back and bygones is bygones or whatever.
And if Shelly believes Sean okay with her after finding out that she called CPS on him, then she crazy. These folks, child, thank you, Kathy G. What kills me about these people is not kills me. I'll take that back. What trips me out about these people is they love throwing God in it until it's time to talk about forgiveness. Oh, they don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like that. They avoid situations by throwing God in it and saying God took care of it. But they don't want to talk about forgiveness, which is a big part of who God is. They don't believe in forgiveness. They will literally tell you they don't do no forgiving and think they ate that. Okay.
And she went back dragging them and stuff like that.
This Heat, thank you so much. Thank you, This Heat. And thank you so much, Kathy G, for being a member.
But I'm just saying, when it came out and it was revealed, she was a part of the show, and he just let it go.
He did.
Exactly right. And I also want to bring up, and this ain't no disrespect to Lady Nika. I'm not disrespecting you at all, but but we gotta lay out the history.
Lay it out.
He stopped talking to Lady Nika. Lady Nika, we still got the videos, came out and said that I can't think of the dude's name now, the oldest son or whatever, the one he had the longest or whatever, said that he came to Nika with a big secret, and
and Nika said she gonna take it to her grave. Okay, let me go for it.
And she said she gonna die with that secret.
Yeah, she did.
And stuff. Now he done made back up with Nika and everything. So how can we say Nika lied when she said all this stuff and he admitted that they have some type of secret, private conversations and stuff like that? And they still met up and went and had lunch and everything together on camera.
Yeah.
Again, Suzie, he cannot take it. She's over here trying to figure out why was he being so fake? Because she ain't fake like that. She can't understand why he being so fake. He forgiving people that did the same thing I did. I asked him for a conversation. He said it's in the Lord's hands. But then now he over there talking about me again. But look at all these other people he was able to get into it with and forgive. That's what she over here doing right now. It won't make sense. Jealous people will never make sense. They can't tell you why they are how they are. They just are. And again, Sean got mommy issues.
I didn't personally hear that part, but I wasn't all the way beginning.
It ain't like she said, "Oh well, I didn't," it was a lie, and so they made up. No, she stuck to her story. She never came back from that story. Like she never said it, and she stood on it, and they still made up, and there was been no issues. Then when her and when James fell out with Sean, you heard what James said, what was going down.
Yeah, about like the
with him up there,
Girl, who gonna get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom with me? Okay. Y'all see how I be drinking that. Baby, I drink it like I'd be drinking water like if I don't drink it, ain't gonna be no water. Okay. Girl. This is number 4 on this live alone. So you can imagine how much I've drank today. Probably, I don't know, 1.5 gallons. Okay. It's just the water for me. It's the water for me. Okay. Moving right along.
Bragging about his son having a big penis. Like, come on now. So you can bring up the yes, but it's a lot of things that happened that was questionable. Who has a child on the news, that
running away? Yep. Okay,
like,
so we talked about that. Let me fast
forward. He knew about it. They talked about, he knew that she was doxxed before she got doxxed. They were talking about it behind the scenes and shit. And they passed him the information first. And he said, that they passed him the information first. He knew about it. And they conspired to pass it to QB for QB to put it out. But Sean got the information. Of course, it's the big girls, so they ran it by him first. And then it was shuffled to QB through the +1.
Absolutely. So he used QB as the face to put Rita's new address out. But QB don't live in Baltimore. That's Sean them live in Baltimore. QB right here with me. Okay. But he will use anybody. And what's so crazy is Sean Bradley has used all these people to be the face of his dirt. But then in 2025, he goes and tries to volunteer. And what comes up? All of his dirt. How is it working for you, Sean? How is it that you've used everybody else to be the face of your dirt, but it still comes up as your dirt? How? I love that for you. Absolutely.
Yeah, and then after my situation, he still had another King Cooper to go through. He not mentioning her. Why he ain't mentioning 5?
Because he's
he not
He's stuck. He don't know what to do. Okay, VS. He thought it's like seeing dead folks. Like he see dead people. Cause he just knew I was cremated. Okay, me and this hair. He just thought we was singed. He thought he toe tagged me. Absolutely, he thought he toe tagged me and thought I was in the cooler. And then I came walking right on back through the front door. So he's flabbergasted. It's going to take him a while to digest. It's going to take him a while to figure out what in the hell is really going on. Absolutely. That's why he ain't saying nothing. He working on it. He'll get it together. He's slow.
People, you're not his only beef or the only person that did stuff to him or put pressure on him and stuff like that. But it just shows that all that shit was bullshit. That he came out here and said he wasn't gonna speak. Like all that shit was bullshit, and he still feels some type of way. Even though I believe you moved on. I really do. You don't bring him up or nothing like it. You don't be poking him. You don't try to be. You could if you wanted to, but you just don't. You move on and do other things. Like, and I think he's still holding on to it. I know you let it go. It seems, but it seems like he's never gonna let it go. Obviously.
Yeah, on Mother's Day, it's a lady in the chat. Her name's Attorney Mom, but it's something else in the chat, legal papers or something like that. But what I interviewed her on Mother's Day. She knew him before we all knew him. Like that, she was
okay. Let me see it for.
When I even told her, I said he ain't really bothering nobody. He don't.
So Suzie really thought it was over. And see, I'm gonna tell you something. If I were her, I would be pissed. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Sean Bradley played in her face and in essence played in her money. Because if Suzie had known that ninja felt like this, while he was out here, if he had been able to keep it real and really come down here and say what he needed to say like a grown man, she would have clocked him and made a bag. Maybe that was inadvertently his way of keeping her down. His own way of saying, not off me. I'd rather play like I like you. I'd rather pretend like I like you than to tell you I don't and watch you make more money. Because truthfully for her, she wouldn't have cared either way. It could have been beef or no beef. It was up to him. She let him decide what you want to do. When she saw, okay, he don't want to fight, she said, well, okay, then let's have a conversation. Let's just not leave it like it was. Let's talk about it. He declines because the Lord got it. Only to still be mad. So I think he did that so that she wouldn't be able to do no commentary and make no money off him. Because he knows she does not care for real.
Thing I told her, I said he got a strong group of people. They be traveling around the world, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
She complimented
so she said, I'm just gonna speak my truth, and I'm not gonna go that hard. And she did. There was a lot of stuff that she got messed up because some of the things he was doing even before there was a VS.
I mean, this is just me and you talking, but I'm just letting you know there's like a troll page called Dirty Laundry Record.
Okay. I'm sorry I talked y'all so much that we only got to the 38-minute mark. Girl, we only got to the 38-minute mark. But let me say this. VS brought up the show and how Sean Bradley was able to, how strategic, not she didn't say strategic, but she gave him props for being able to get us all together for this show. And she talked about how she don't understand how we did it. And she would have never done it and all this, right? Now, yes, before we got to the show, a lot of us didn't like him and didn't mess with him. But the part that people forget is before I got an invite, Sean Bradley was on here kissing my tail. They conveniently leave that out. They act as if we went from beefing and I just showed up to the show because he invited me. That's not what happened. Sean Bradley was on his channel being extremely sweet. I had to learn the lesson that he is fake like that because he did it to me. And that's why when he came back acting sweet to VS, I knew it was fake because I fell for it. He went from dragging me to, and having this whole chat drag me to when he wanted me to come on the show being extremely sweet. And all of my requests were met. Everything I asked for on that show was met as far as my writers. Everything I wanted, I got. I got more than other people. Absolutely, I did. If you want the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So, he knew what he had to do to get me to the show. That's number one. Number two, even though that happened and he was being sweet to me leading up to him inviting me to the show, the whole process, I did not have to deal with Sean Bradley not one time. We did not talk to Sean Bradley. We did not deal with Sean Bradley. We dealt with the producers. Number three, the producers told us it was gonna be some money. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Like, they act like we dumb. We're not dumb. We were promised a bag. Now, that's our fault that we didn't go after line-ass tie as a group. That's the problem. In our community, we can't get together even to get our money. Because a whole bunch of us could have gotten together and popped Sean and Ty Productions for that lie, them lies they told all of us about this money. Okay? But that's why we went. Let's be very clear. It was the money. Let me drop a bomb. For the people that still don't get how he was able. It wasn't because he's so cute. It wasn't because he's so fly. It wasn't because he went to Sonabello. Baby, it was the money. Absolutely. Let's be very clear. Okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that because she like, that was so dumb. No, it wasn't. Okay. If it was making dollars, so it was making sense. Now, when we found out they was lying, then we got up out of there. Absolutely. Okay, we found out we wasn't getting none, and this whole thing was put together because Sean is a stalker. Sean loves the beef sector. Sean wants beef sector clout. Sean wants to be legendary. Sean wants to be the hero. Sean wants a family. Sean loves social media. When we found out all this was for his ego and wasn't finna put no money in our pockets, you saw what happened to the show. So if it was because we loved it, Sean Bradley so much, we would have still been there. No. It wasn't because of him. Let's be clear. Okay? So that live that Rick Reed did and he had VS on is very good. I would advise you to go finish listening because it's very good. Shout out to Rick Reed. Thank y'all for letting me talk, y'all. How long did I talk, y'all? Oh, girl, not over 2 hours. How the hell I talk y'all over 2 hours and we only got to the 38-minute mark? Okay, let's be very clear. I don't know how to review no live. Okay, it's very clear, baby. That is not a review. Okay, if your damn live longer than the whole live that you're reviewing and you only got to 38 minutes of the other person's live, baby, girl, okay. Nevertheless, I have truly enjoyed this. I feel like I got out all the points I wanted y'all to get. This ninja's still real pressed, okay? And I'm happy. And I need him to stay pressed and stick around. Okay? Absolutely. The beef sector is on fire. I know every other day we say the beef sector dead, the beef sector dead. It ain't too dead if it only take 1 or 2 videos to bring it back to life. Okay? It couldn't be too damn dead. Shout out to Babe Nation. Thank you to all the new members. Okay. Make sure y'all go finish that live, Rick Reed. Please do not flag me. I enjoyed your live. Don't get me. Shout out to all the content creators that came through. Shout out to Tracy. I didn't see her because I don't got my glasses, but shout out to Tracy. Shout out to my bestie. It's me, QB. Shout out to Dovey. Who else? Shout out to King Roman, Lemon. Shout out to the beef sector. Okay. And Judge Fifi came through. Shout out to her. Babe Nation, I love y'all and I will call y'all back. Good night. Peace.